Okay, let's see here today. I can get the grill started up. I don't have the part ain't working so well, so we'll just go ahead and light this with the lighter today. Going to be the other part of the hunt here, huh? Just figuring this out. So just let that start warming up there, go put the water on it. Okay, let's fill this on up here. Get some water in here. And put a little bit of Dawn. Works really good. I want to try and break this down and stuff for it. Get the grease out. Make sure everything gets good. Gonna boil a couple skulls today. Simmer, not boil. Don't want to crack nothing. Let's see, I'm gonna get this and we'll turn on the, we'll go ahead and try and do this on the grill today out there. Get this to the bone up. A little ways up so we can make sure and submerge everything. Usually works a little better. Okay, pulling out a couple of skulls here. We got some other odds and ends laying around, bones and stuff and things here. So just here's the lid for this. We'll go ahead and probably put this on, even though it's starting to get close to simmering. Looks like it's getting close there. Keep that on. Go ahead and let's see here. Let's put one of these skulls back for now. That's the big boy. I got him. Put him on ice while we work on the other. You say other odds and ends of bones around here. We got some shoulder bones. We'll clean those off and simmer those down too. So, pressure wash it. We'll do some of that a little bit later. Okay, so let's see what we got. Okay. Trash away here, huh? Let's see what we can do here, huh? Difficult sometimes with the eyes coming around. We're going to want to basically try and take off all the meat we can get off here before we just put it in there, so we don't have to try and boil down through all of this stuff. So just whatever you see, I'm not going to get the bone, we're just going after meat, solid meat stuff here. A lot of different meat and stuff on a skull. Sometimes a lot more than you would think. Got all the soft tissue, and then so it can get into the rest of it and help break it down a little easier by taking off as much as we can. Scrape it on away on the edge. We'll get those eyes out. Hold down a little bit more. Basically just try and flesh the skull part. Along the jawline. Not trying to cut the skull, just want the rest of it. We'll let all the soft tissue. We'll end up with the jaw coming separate later on when we simmer it on down. But that's alright, no big deal. Coming apart from the rest of the head there because we'll reattach all that stuff. We may end up with a couple of loose teeth in there. We just don't want to boil and crack anything. As long as the teeth are intact, we're fine for putting them back on. A little bit of super glue does wonders. So it takes a little while to get a lot of this stuff done. So nothing fast. Okay, we'll take a break. Okay, so just a moment break. What is it?
Right there, the bubble.
Oh.
It floated ahead. Yeah. I think it's gonna make him so wide that I love him. Okay, you're a weird dad.
I'm a weird dad?
You're weird. I would not eat that.
You wouldn't? Oh, I'm not going to eat this part.
I don't care.
Don't care?
He's gonna find his heart, too.
What?
Dad, you're gonna find the pig's heart.
I already took care of that.
Pigs have hearts.
Sure.
Did you take the heart with you?
No, I didn't. I don't eat this javelina's heart.
You could have took that out and sliced it.
Yeah? Do you want it?
No, I would not want it.
What?
No. Devin, I'm a wolf.
Okay, let's see here. Guess today I'm the weird dad. His dad hunts and stuff too there, so we'll see how it works out. He has some nice mounts. So, Grandpa's a big hunter. Cleaning some skulls too, so basically we're just going to try and clean as much of this off as we can right now, and then we'll work on it later here. Okay, I always have a little bit of a problem, but I got most of this eye around, but getting back with the optical nerve where it's cut there, you always have to cut some of this, so trying to pop the back end out there where it's all around the filament kind of thing. Just the membrane area, and then getting that optical nerve. There we go. That's a little better. And that'll be the eye out. So I guess I'll have to save that one for Devin over here. He's gross. Now the little wants to keep talking. So okay, so we're setting that water on. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid down for a little bit here. That other burner seems to work pretty good. It's a little hotter here, so try and keep it back as far as I can. I don't want to put the lid on because I don't want to burn any of the tops there, but I can go see if I have a metal one. So I got the kids back here playing in an empty pool right now too, so daughter and the neighbor boy. So all right, we're gonna go get some stuff and start cleaning off some skulls too. Do some tongue stuff. This stuff does get a little hot. Okay, let me dip this in. Get some tongs stuff. This stuff does get a little hot. Okay, let me dip this in. Get some tongs stuff. This stuff does get a little hot. Okay, let me dip this in. Get some tongs stuff. This stuff does get a little hot. Okay, let me dip this in. Get some tongs stuff. This stuff does get a little hot. Okay, let me dip this in. Get some tongs stuff. This stuff does get a little hot. Okay, let me dip this in. Get some tongs stuff. This stuff does get a little hot. Okay, let me dip this in. Get some tongs stuff. This stuff does get a little hot. Okay, let me dip this in. Get some tongs stuff. This stuff does get a little hot. Okay, let me dip this in. Get some tongs stuff. This stuff does get a little hot. Okay, let me dip this in. Get some tongs stuff. This stuff does get a little hot. Okay, let me dip this in. Get some tongs stuff. This stuff does get a little hot. Okay, let me dip this in. Get some tongs stuff. This stuff Let's see here, what I want to do here. No, yeah, well. Okay. Get this in on, get some blue on. Oh. Use some tongue stuff. This stuff does get a little hot. No. Yeah, well. Okay. Dip this in on, get some moved on. Okay, we got a bit of this meat off here and stuff. I'd like to get a little more. It's not too bad here. We'll try and boil some of this off and then pressure wash it. As you can see, got a pretty good chunk of meat off. Maybe a pound and a half or something meat off the skull, so that's cleaned up a bit. So we'll go ahead and dunk this thing on in, start getting started here. You take probably about an hour and a half to simmer. This stuff does get a little hot. Let's see here, what I want to do here. No, yeah, well. Okay. Dip this in on, get some moved on. That out. We're gonna go ahead and leave that. I'm gonna leave that off for right now. It's the lid, so it should do all right. Turn that up just a little bit, maybe. And we'll come check on it here. Keep an eye on it, because I do not want it to boil. Just simmer. So, let's give that a little bit. See how it does. I was already showing just over 200, so less than 250. Stuff. This stuff does get a little hot. Let's see here, what I want to do here. No, yeah, well. Okay. Dip this in on, get some moved on. Okay, let's go over. We got that one simmering now. I'm gonna come on over here. I'm gonna grab this other skull out, and we'll work on cleaning up some of the meat and get it ready for going into the pot too when we get a chance. So it'll probably not happen until tomorrow. Wouldn't surprise me, but we'll just take a look here. Yeah, sorry about that. Not the best setup for this, so. This is the bigger one here. What we do here. Yeah, this is the bigger board here. Not too bad. There we go. See how good he did. Missed the tear ducts a little. Newly skinning. Let's see how this goes, huh? Try and get some of this stuff cleaned up a little bit here. So, yeah, try and get back in here and get all the way down in here so we get closer to that eye socket. So go back behind it there, clear out some of that meat. It also helps to get right there when you start getting through it to get the eyes out, to working through the back also here. And so just tips of the knife work well because we're right along the edge of the bone. We're getting along that membrane there. Start clearing it up some. So there you can see where it's going there. Alright, there you feel where it's soft. You just feel the soft spots. Softer in through there, and we're clean right to where the edge of the bone is here, so it works out real well. Okay. Alright. Still got my daughter back there playing around with the neighborhood boy too. They're like really good friends. It's always nice. But I'm still the weird dad, I guess, so yeah, it's all good. We're all strange dads to kids. So let's go in here. Trying to get all the way back through here. Sweet. So it's sitting down in there. Get as much meat as we can on. And we got, I think it was like 6:15. We just put that pot on, so we'll work on checking that again, make sure it doesn't boil, but just simmer. Just simmer. I don't want to, as soon as I turn that up, we'll keep an eye on that too. Hopefully we can get a couple of these. If I take off work tomorrow too, we can possibly get these skulls fixed up for the most part. Not entirely, but for the most part. And get a lot of it done. Have all the other stuff to do during the day, obviously, not just this, so but if this one's prepped and ready to go would be great. So let's see, it's a big chunk of meat in there. Like I say, this is a much bigger boar. Both of them are boars, but yeah, it was a good hunt here, 2021. Almost there on that. We'll roll the knife a little in the back to get it on up. Try not to damage bone. There we go, that little tendon back in there. Just got that through. Alright. Not cutting myself too. I have a habit of poking myself at times there when I'm trying to come through stuff. It's a lot of it's feel as it is, you know how it is when you're skinning anyway. You get up there in cavity and you're doing it mostly by feel. And so alrighty. Yeah, there we go. Using just a cheap Winchester knife we picked up, I think probably at Walmart or something here. I seem to have a bad habit of losing too many knives at times, and this works, it does the job. So, like some of the old timers too. Done a lot of skinning with those. I like to stick with a little bit smaller knife blade, I think for obvious reasons right now, for a lot of my skinning. Don't need no big, huge knife, Bowie knife and stuff like that for a lot of this work. Just ain't gonna work as well. So, a lot of people go overkill. Bigger is not always better on these things. Now we can start working right around the edge there. Sorry, work right around that edge there and stuff. Got the back of that optic nerve kind of there. Back in there, we freed it up a little already, so that's why it can come out and we can work around these edges now. Like I said, trying to get right around there. Most of the bone, this will come off back in here. There's a spot through pretty close. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and take it off. It should have come off with the skin, but somebody didn't quite get all the way there. That's no big deal though, really. And it can also boil, but I would go ahead and remove it. I don't like having to boil all the hard skin stuff down too. I'd rather not. Keep it as light as we can on simmer and such, so we can not damage or crack anything. Everything together. Can't find a lot of tools for stuff right now. Hard to, with ammo and everything else going around. All these prices outrageous. People jacking up everything. Find ammo. Couldn't find the sharpening stones the other day. I couldn't find my large one. I don't know where that's went. And go in and buy another knife and stuff and ask for more stone. Well, no, sorry, we don't have them. That's nuts. So, yeah, well, we work with what we got. What I can find at the time. I usually have all my stuff together, so I'm not quite sure where stuff's been going lately. That's alright. Yeah, so look. These are still pretty good knives and stuff for working with everything here. I like them. And not priced outrageous or nothing, so they do the job. So we'll take a break from this and go see how that pot's doing over there. I think I can hear it a little bit, so I don't want to hear too much. So let's see. Keep an eye on the times and everything else. There we go. Let's just see here. I have to go check on my daughter. It sounds like they walked over out front there. I know all the boys' grandparents are out there right now watching on them too. Okay, it's the same, a little over 250. Should probably take that off. Check that. We got some tongs while we were in there here before, so yeah, it's already cooking a little, ain't it? Some dirty water in there, huh? Ain't been that long, and we're already starting to get some cook on it. That's a good thing. Yeah, see, starting to see some white and things like that in there. Just won't get it too done, because then we'll pressure wash it on down. Excellent. That's doing a good job, I think. Not too bad. The Dawn's working in there. We'll make sure and add more when we do it again too. Some do, some don't. It's much better, I think, too. Okay. Let me see right down the back of that object. Let's poke this one through. Hey, what's up, honey? Are they? Oh, will they? Are they coming in back here or what?
No, they'll be right back.
Are they going to come back here or?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Or are you guys playing out front?
I don't know.
You just know they'll be back.
Yeah.
They will find you, huh? Wherever you're at, they will find you, right?
Yeah. Can I ride my bike?
Where, out front?
Yeah.
I thought you just said you were back here. Who's out there?
No one.
No one?
No one.
Well, then that's probably not a good idea, huh? Right? Or what? Hello? Talking to you, darling.
I feel like it's fine. I think it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Really? Why do you feel it's fine?
Because.
Just give me a minute. Let me work on this for a minute here, and I'll take a break, okay? Because we probably should get something to eat, too.
Huh?
Because we probably should eat something, too. Okay. Come and get me if I forget. I get distracted. Nice stuff here, I know. Yeah, look at the teeth on this thing compared to the other one there. Those are much sharper, smaller teeth on the other. Another boar there. So, okay. And this is the buddy. The guy at work there too. Should have had him do some of this, huh? Well. Definitely like removing all the jowl area and the tongue in through there. That helps let it boil up through better, I believe. Milk? Milk? Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you need help with it? Do you need help? Do you need help with it, honey? You sure? Huh? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think one is. Hey, Isla. Isla. You can just grab one, open it, and that can be yours. Just grab a brand new one. You can drink right from it. Okay? Yeah. I do. I guess I should text this guy, ask him if he actually wants this skull. I believe he does, so. But he's not keeping in such good contact right now. Let's see here. So we're gonna try and start another little company, I think, with a friend. Looks like another guy from work there, doing some odds and ends for Patriot Brothers. So get a little something going, maybe. Who knows? I'll have to see how that works out. Let's go on down here. Should be able to get all the way down here. Start seeing some progress there. Be able to pull it on back. And probably gonna have to think about slowing down for the night here, I guess, after this. There we go. Because get off a good bulk of this. We'll toss out a lot of the stuff and then set the skull back on ice for the night, possibly here. Looks like, because won't have time all night here. I'll definitely get my daughter something else to eat, although she's never hungry, but I'm sure she'd rather me do that than keep messing with this stuff. It would seem. Ouch. There we go. All right. That's good. Is everybody coming back or what?
No, but their friends or cousins, I think, are playing outside.
Oh, are they? Are you going to play with them or?
I don't think so.
No? Or I thought you said they were coming back. Oh, they're not? Okay. Oh, yeah? Oh, are they eating? Oh, you didn't tell me that, hon. Thought you said they were coming back. So, you want to put this down and we'll get something to eat? There we go, good chunk there. Pulling everything else in there. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here for the night. We're pretty good on a lot of this anyway. A lot of this will boil right off real quick in a hurry. Ain't going to take too much. Some of it's big, but it's not got very far down here, so I think we're good. Take off little chunks, but that's going to be, that right there is going to be pretty quick on getting off. So it's just the little skull didn't know. So put this back in here in that double bag always. Comfortable with double bag and ain't getting anything in or out, by the way. So let's see. Okay. Air out as possible, always with anything I do. Yeah, what's up? Alrighty, we just pulled this out. We're gonna just start to pressure wash it here a little bit. So let's see. do it on concrete whenever just in case the tooth or something come out. possibly there. Bummer. Okay. And we still got some matter up in there. So we're going to go ahead and stick this back in. We're going to go ahead and stick this back in, but yeah, it looks like tooth. Did I bust a little bit of a tooth there? Yeah, let's go ahead and... Okay, we have those 2 teeth there. Not a big deal. Still looks alright. So we could possibly bust it off a little bit on his tooth. He does have it. Not too bad though. So far, so good. Okay, there we go. Just soon ahead, sink it back in. When the air bubbles coming out, you have to get that brain there so that it actually fills up with the water, or the skull likes to float in there. So we're going to submerge it back in, make sure it's not too hot, and we'll redo this for a little bit. I should probably pour out the water and clean that out and check if any of the teeth came out there or not. So we'll do that in a little bit though, so let's sit for a little bit now. Check back here in a little bit. Okay, this is that second skull. We're gonna go ahead and pull this out and see about pressure washing it. It's been simmering there, not even almost a simmer, just below probably. So we'll pull this on out and go over here and try and pressure wash some of that up for now. What we got going on here with these things? Here still, so not too bad. Alright. Already kind of cracked, so we want to be careful with it a little. That's one reason I did not want to boil it too harsh. Get all gray matter over me again, like I did earlier here. Angle. Clean up my yard a little after some of this. Comes out good. It's worth it, right? Got some meat. Got some memories to keep. So it doesn't go everywhere. I'll hold it together there for me. Good deep teeth cleaning there, huh? I'm hoping my boy can edit this and do a decent job so he can come out a little better on this, because I suck at the video stuff. Oh boy, that's old, huh? Old and worn, huh? better doing this here than down at the car wash here. You get some strange looks. Not gonna see a trick for this. Not that I don't clean it up afterwards. Most of the can off and we'll stick it back in the pot there. Probably should use a little higher pressure, but instead you're patient with some of these skulls. Don't want to turn them up. Certain areas are a little more fragile than others. Alright, let's see how we're done here. Got a little more. That's still not coming out quite well there. Pull out a little more there. Get this jaw opened up a little. Alright, some nice teeth on it. Okay. See if we can keep them opened a little bit there and do that. Might blow it back. Alright. I think I'm going to have to examine myself for a fact. I'm going to have to wash these way through and take another shower maybe. What's up? Take a gander. Okay, I think yeah, we're gonna need to put this back in here a little bit. Alright, the other one has a few cracks. Yeah, you can definitely see the size difference there too. Younger bore, older bore. Okay, the one I've pulled out, we're still going to need to put it back in. Just showing you the difference. I'm going to leave that sit out for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put this other one in just so I can get it started, so we can get, you know, less stuff around here right now, less bugs and things like that. We'll go ahead and get this started. Okay, that way at least it gets started and we get it close there. These other parts we can take care of in a little bit. This is a little bigger skull, doesn't fit down quite as well, but we'll keep it like that. Put in some other stuff later. Put in a little more, but I think it's pretty good right now. So we'll see how that one works. Now let's work on this. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start on this pot. I'd rather do this pot here, but since I still need to soak that other skull for a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and work on this pot first here and put those in there and put a little peroxide in with it. So do not use bleach. You're gonna want to use peroxide. I like to be able to get enough. Everything's limited supply right now. They're not letting you buy much of stuff, so it's like 2 per customer or some crazy stuff, even though they have all kinds there. So I don't know how well this is gonna go right now for me. I would normally buy like at least a dozen of these or more. I like to keep them on hand. I don't know where my others went. I may have to look, see where they got hidden or something. But we'll end up turning that into skulls and trying to submerge all the insides too, because we want it to hit as much as possible on everything. So let's see here. Come on, you little tabs there, huh? I'll go ahead and get more in there and submerge that though, because I like to try and get everything done and down into the brain cavity and everything to help whiten everything. I like to all look uniform as I can. Alright, let's go ahead and check back on this. Okay, this is kind of what I was talking about here. We'll separate these here and kind of separates down from the jaw and the top of the skull there. Cleans out all the cartilage up in here, and you get it on the base and you'll fit it right on in. And then you just can super glue. We have a couple of loose teeth here. I did lose these two premolar areas. See, we got that loose tooth there. We can I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up first though, then we'll go ahead and do the little bit of super glue in there and put it in permanent afterwards, so after we get the rest of it situated. But just kind of showing you what we're doing here, how it's going. And that's one there, still waiting on getting that cleaned up a little more so we can get that one soaked in too. But go ahead and get them done, work on it. We'll check back in here in a little bit. Okay, so this is only an hour, maybe two into the peroxide. You can already see it's already lightening up and stuff. I'm gonna leave this one in overnight though, and we'll see how much better it looks. We still have the other one simmering a little bit there to make it a little easier to clean off the rest of the membrane, get the rest of the cartilage off and the brains out and all that. So, but we're looking pretty good here. Everything's coming together pretty nicely, as you can see. All whitened up pretty good. Teeth are starting to lighten up even. So we'll check back on this little guy here in the morning. Kind of looks almost dinosaurish, don't it? A little prehistoric. Alright, check back on this one in the morning. Get the other one out of the pot here in a little bit. Maybe work on cleaning it a little bit up more off. Then we're going to try and have it soak a little bit tomorrow. Alright, that's as far as we got with the four, I guess, bottles we had. And I did look around. I did find 3 more bottles that I did have hidden around. So I knew I always keep a little extra around. So let's see what we can do here. These other bottles. Goes with that bigger skull. We're definitely going to need it. So you can definitely see that. Not going to work. Since the smaller skull here is already still sticking up a bit. Definitely gonna have to be picking up some more though, it looks like. I'll have to make a couple trips, I guess, down. Just kind of like the ammo and stuff. Have to make a couple trips and hopefully everything's still around. So, let's get this entirely submerged. There's other ways of doing this. I just prefer to do it all the way submerged in there instead of doing the paste and having to clean the paste off. So yeah, there's other ways of doing it. Okay. It would probably take a little less, but I don't feel I get the good full coverage all the way in and out for doing everything. So this is the way I prefer doing it. Whitening up everything and keeping it as uniform as possible. I'm gonna go get the lid tonight because I don't want nothing else getting in here. I know debris and stuff. So I'm gonna leave it sit. And then we'll go get the water in the other pot there and start soaking that other skull a little bit more, just to feel a little more comfortable about cleaning it up. So all peroxide here. They should do a good job of whitening up a lot of that stuff there. And then, like I said, we'll take a little bit of super glue, put it back together, put those teeth in, and we'll check back on this. Fill up the pot over here, get that other skull put in there, and hopefully we'll get on this process by tomorrow for the other one. I'll check back a little later. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the finished product here. We got this one I'm just pulling out, getting it out of the peroxide. I just dunked this bigger skull in. We're gonna let that sit for at least 24 hours. So I like to make it good. If I need to do the other one a little bit, I still got some yellow teeth, I can. Thinking about going ahead though and getting ready to start gluing it together. Like I said, reattaching the jaw. You can position it however you want. You can have it do a closed mouth, open mouth. I usually like it partially open, so it shows off the teeth a little better. So we'll end up trying to space it out like that. I can glue it, position it how I want, and then I'll go ahead and put like a toilet paper roll or something in its mouth to hold it in position while I get it set just how I want it, and then let it dry. So I just saw a tooth just popped out there. We're just gonna attach a little bit of super glue to that also. Set the teeth back in. If we got any other loose teeth, we can go ahead and pop those out. Do the same thing. So, alrighty, we'll check back in a little bit later when we have it set and the other skull is about ready to come out. Okay, here we pretty much got it. End product. We got them pretty much done. I may do a little bit more to mine here. I may want to try a coating on it possibly. So here is the bigger one here. This is the buddies. He came out not too bad, I'd say. Did alright. So I think we did okay. I think it came out not too shabby. Well, I'll have to see. Try and bring it into work tonight for him, see what he thinks. He can have his options, do what he wants from there. There's a tooth out in this thing already. I don't think it is ever growing there. The way it looks, no roots, nothing formed in. It's all smooth down in there. Unlike with over here, you have your stuff where it's actually sunken in. So I think that tooth was never actually in on this one, if you can see it. Nothing goes down in, no roots, no nothing, just all smooth bone. So partials, it should be sinking in otherwise. So I think we're all good there. Hopefully he likes it. We were pretty careful with these teeth, so we kept it real simmering. They were already kind of cracking, but if you feel it, you don't feel no cracks on there. Everything's nice and smooth, almost like ivory. So should be good here on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt a clear coat, I think, on this, or some type of something like that similar I'll do on it. And I'm gonna go ahead and give this one to my son. It seems I think I'll go ahead and probably give this to him since he missed out on this. He went on it, had to leave a day early. He only had about a day and a half up there because school, mom wouldn't quite let him off, and he wasn't doing well enough in school. So go ahead and work on that. So I think I'll let him go ahead and have this one. He put in a lot of hiking effort for it. So and the other guy, go ahead and get his beauty. Nice size pig there on that one. Nice size. We're all good with them. Oh, let's not mess them all up now, but there we go. Alrighty, and that's how you get the javelina, kill the javelina, clean it up.